So we have the time down at 6:33 p.m. The date is November 22nd. Okay, move it over my plate. So here we have the kidney. This first portion is the renal capsula. This is the outer part of the kidney. Next, we have the hilus. The hilus is the depression in the renal artery. So it's about this area here. Next, we have the ureter. The ureter on this kidney doesn't look too good. You can barely tell that it's the ureter. Next, we have the renal artery and the renal vein. So the renal artery and the renal vein would be about this area here. But as you can see, you can't really tell on this model here. Next, we have the renal cortex. The renal cortex is the layer of the kidney containing the outer portion. So it's pretty much this portion here. Next, we have the renal medullary. So the renal medullary is about this portion here. Next, we have the renal pyramids. This is the renal pyramid here. On this one, you can kind of see the renal pyramids there. Next, we have the renal papilla. So the renal papilla is about this area right here. The same as like that area there. This area here. Next is the renal sinus. So that portion is, if I probably would have cut this a little better, it would be about this section here. The next one is the renal column. The renal column is located in between the medulla, in between the, I had a brain for it. It's located within the pyramids. So it's about this section here is the renal columns. So it's this section in between here, this section in between here, that section in between there. Next, we have the renal lobe. The renal lobe is this section here. It's kind of where the veins and the ureter is located. Next one is the minor calyx. The minor calyx is right here. It's like a vein area. The major calyx is about down here in this area, and it's a larger vein. Next, we have the renal pelvis. And the renal pelvis is this area here. Within that area of the pelvis, this is where the chambers that collect the urine and all of the minor calyx and the major calyx end up. That is all.